I know that a shared understanding of good practice and what makes international development good or effective is a key part of the work of NIDOS. And good practice and international development is about whether development is genuinely resulting in long-term reduction of poverty and improvement in the lives of the people that we seek to empower. It is about ensuring that we are accountable and open in how we are using our resources and to do so effectively. And finally, it's about ensuring that we learn from our experience to improve our performance. For the past year, NIDOS have been working to harness those principles and develop a self-assessment tool that will assist organisations to become more effective in the development work. The Scottish Government has provided additional financial support to enable NIDOS to engage with members on this, particularly smaller organisations, and of course there are many small organisations we know in our networks. Many NIDOS members have also given their time and effort to developing this tool, and I would like to thank you all for your contributions. So I'm delighted today to officially launch the NIDOS Good Practice Principles and Self-Assessment. So that's quite a long title. This will be a vital way to drive up standards across the international development sector in Scotland. I would strongly urge you all to engage in this piece of work and provide feedback to NIDOS, who will be working to refine and develop the tool over the next year. I'm going to get a shorter title at the end of that as well, aren't we? How Scotland can strengthen its engagement in international development is important as well. And I've mentioned the interest that I've found from different countries in how we approach our development work here in Scotland. And I've talked about the vital contribution made by NIDOS and its members to improve effectiveness in development. We not only need to continue to work together, we need to work better together, and I hope the Government can further develop the strong relationship we already have with NIDOS and its members. As I've outlined above, we need to work together to develop good practice in our organisations, to work collaboratively with those we seek to support and with our partner organisations. And in part of that partnership, I also welcome the feedback that you provide to us and how we can improve our efficiency and our effectiveness in government provision. And it is vital that we work together to increase people's understanding of the impact of Scotland's international development contribution. And don't underestimate the people who would like to be hostile to the work that all of us are involved in, but we need to work together to promote what we're doing. We all have a responsibility, a shared responsibility. You can't just leave it to me to defend your work. You've got to defend yourselves as well. In February, I visited Malawi and experienced firsthand the positive impacts that our support is having on the lives of the poorest people. Travelling to Shenandoah in the south of the country, I saw how Scottish Government funding is helping Oxfam Scotland to support those with HIV/AIDS to access sustainable livelihoods. This project is not only enabling better care for those affected, but working to build the capacity of the community through enterprise and advocacy. And what energy and enterprise and sheer, I think, spirit I saw in that project. I was also privileged to visit the offices of the Big Issue Malawi in Blantyre. This project is run by the international network of street papers. The street papers concept is new to Malawi and did not exist before Scottish Government support. The project has particularly targeted women, given the evidence from other programmes that women are more likely, as you know, to invest funds in the education and economic development of their families. I spoke to many big issue vendors who, as a result of the scheme, are now able to clothe themselves and their families, and most importantly, are able to afford to send their children to school for the first time. So the effect on support on people's lives is profound. On my return from Malawi, I was pleased to announce a funding package of more than £7 million across key areas of health, education, sustainable economic development and governance. And looking ahead, November marks the 5th anniversary of the signing of the cooperation agreement between our two countries. The Scottish Government is planning a series of events to highlight the special partnership and the distinctive role that Scotland is playing in tackling global poverty. This will be a wonderful opportunity for us to work together to further illustrate Scotland's contribution to the Millennium Development Goals and the impact that Scottish Government funding has had on the lives of the most vulnerable. And I would very much welcome your involvement and contributions. Please do speak to my officials with your suggestions for this special anniversary. And in this tougher economic environment, it's now more important than ever to tell our development story. We need to demonstrate that we are delivering real and lasting impact, contributing to reducing poverty, improving the lives of the people we seek to support, and helping them access their rights. And I look to all of you to work with the Government to help us deliver that important message. Thank you for the invitation to speak today. Thank you for the work you do on behalf of all the people of Scotland in supporting and taking our responsibilities in the world globally.